And the reason why you probably had these two different measurements in the same day is because given that eye symptoms depend, like hyperopia, myopia, astigmatism, and presbyopia depend on the tension in your muscles, if throughout the day the tension in your muscles changes because you relax or you stress more, well, we've had the experience of being measured 5 times the same day by 5 different optometrists and having 5 different measures. But yeah, the tension in your eyes is like breathing or your heart beating or sweat or or other processes in your body. They're not homogeneous. They're not happening the same way all the time. It depends on your state. So the good news is that you can learn how to relax your eyes beyond the tension that they've been having nowadays and the tension that has become chronified by the use of glasses. And when you remove the glasses, your eyes have the opportunity to start relaxing. And if you do the palming, the blinking, the looking at the far, and more exercises and more techniques that we're going to teach you, well, these tensions are going to release more and more, and your eyes are going to be able to focus at different distances normally. One day I woke up and I was seeing double and blurry, and I panicked. I panicked completely. So the next day I had an appointment with this general doctor. He was very friendly. He did take indeed the time to examine me, to listen to me. And after the examination, the exploration, he told me, "Young lady, you have sinusitis." And so because there's inflammation in the sinuses, they're compressing the globe, and the eye globe is, well, becoming deformed, and that's the reason why you're not seeing, why you're seeing blurry, why you're not seeing clear, and why you see double. Okay, if the problem is a sinusitis, what's the solution? Well, 7 days of antibiotics. And he told me, if after 7 days you still have vision problems, come back and we'll find out what we can do for you. 7 days of antibiotics, and the problem was gone completely. And I remember having thought at the time, what if I had listened to the first guy, to the first doctor, the ophthalmologist, and I had worn the glasses, I had bought the glasses? Well, probably I would be still wearing glasses, because once you put glasses before your head, before your eyes get used to the glasses, and now they have to create enough tension all the time and make it become even a chronic tension so that the eyes can focus properly through the eyeglasses. And so the problems chronify and they get even worse and worse. So I remember having thought, if I had worn the glasses after the first meeting with the ophthalmologist, maybe I would wear glasses for the rest of my life. And I remember having thought as well, how many people may there be out there in the world that for a question that was just a moment of tension in time that could be resolved in another way, they bought glasses, they put them on, and now they're stuck with their glasses for the rest of their life, instead of being able to whoop, throw them away and see clear with their glasses again. When you put some glasses on that have a certain prescription, in order for your eyes to see well through those glasses, the eyes have to keep the eye strain, the tension in the muscles necessary to look and see through those glasses. The eyes need to keep the tension that you had at the time that your eyesight was measured, when you were probably living a stressful situation and you were under tension. So actually, your glasses chronify the problem. They make the muscle tension chronicle and and rigid. So the more you remove your glasses, the more you leave space for your eyes to improve the vision. So the more you can stay with glasses reasonably, the better. Of course, if you're going to do something that could put you in danger or someone else, or you're like driving, it can be, or using dangerous tools or doing something very precise, you may need to put them on just for the little moment where you're going to do that. And as soon as you've finished, put them away. Now, it is possible during that transition time, instead of using glasses with like with lenses, that you use pinhole glasses. Now, actually, these are pinhole glasses, and I keep putting the thingies on and off them. There. So pinhole glasses. You are probably going to be able to be functional with the pinhole glasses for most of the activities, yeah? So when you can use pinhole glasses instead of lens glasses, prescription glasses, it's better. But these you shouldn't wear to drive, or if there's little light, because, well, not for driving because you don't have much peripheral vision, that could be dangerous, and not if there's little light because they don't work. But everything you can do with pinhole glasses that you would need prescription glasses for, better use the pinhole glasses. And in the process, yes, you can be downgrading your prescription. One way to do it is to downgrade the prescription to 80% of your current degrees, and then you keep leaving space for vision improvement while being functional. So the best is not to wear glasses whenever possible, then to wear pinhole glasses, then to wear older or lower prescription glasses. Your current prescription glasses, the best would be to avoid them as much as possible, but if needed, you can take them for a little time. And the worst of all is contact lenses, yeah? So this would be the advice that I would give for this process. And unfortunately, when we have glasses on, we tend to keep our eyes open more because the glasses, quote, quote, protect us from things in the exterior, so we don't blink so often. And that keeps the eyes dry. And dry eyes see much worse, and function much worse than eyes when they're moist and when the tears are being produced normally. Blinking stimulates tear production. So you want to be blinking more often, to pay attention that you're blinking, yeah? When we blink more, and there's more tears, it has several advantages. The cornea becomes more perfectly round because of the superficial tension of the tear on it. So it also allows for better focusing because the sphere is more perfect than without the tear, yeah? So that's one reason. Another reason, well, so when we blink, we stimulate all the glands that produce the tears. So if you were taking eye drops or things like that, if you pay attention to blinking more often and yawning, that more widely and explicitly, that will make your eyes humid, and that will be very good for your eyesight. Every time we blink also, there's a moment of darkness, and so all the enzymes that allow us to see in colors are being renewed, and the focusing rests for a moment, and so our eyes can relax more. So when we remove the glasses and we blink more often, that also helps the process of seeing better and better. You look so much more beautiful without the glasses. Really, you do. I know that there's people who are so used to wearing the glasses that they have almost identified with them. And if they don't see themselves in the mirror with glasses, they don't believe it's them. So for people who have that kind of thing, removing the glasses and letting go of the glasses may be a process that's similar to stopping smoking, yeah? Yes, because, you know, when you smoke, it's not only the physiological dependence, but there's also different kinds of, well, people identify with being sexy with the smoke or something, or, I mean, there's all of these cultural identifications. But also with smoking and with glasses, there's lots of automatic gestures that you are doing something and before you know, your glasses are already on your face again, yeah? So if you want to keep them away as much as possible to do this process, as with smoking, you're going to learn new habits and new gestures. So my advice is to put these as far as possible from you. So put them in a drawer or in your bag, closed in another room, because if they stay on the table, they're going to be on your face before you know. And if they stay here, they're going to be on your nose before you know. If they're here, yeah, like after an exercise, they have a life of their own and they're already on your face. Yeah, this is an advice that I have for you, so that you give yourself the more time possible and the better opportunities to improve your eyesight. And what else? What else? Let's see. For this first session, yeah, there is another important thing that I would like to explain to you today, to set the context the best way possible for your vision improvement. And that is, well, you are here, so I understand that you have already made a choice. You have taken a decision of what you want for you, what you want as your new experience or your new reality or your new identity. Yeah. So I guess that you want to see clearly with your own eyes, without glasses or surgery. I'm going to invite you to spend as much time without glasses as possible. Why? Because when you do not wear the glasses, your eye muscles can relax and your eyes can start adjusting to seeing without glasses. I don't know if this happened to you, but it happens to a lot of people that when they, so no, I don't have my thin opaque glasses around. So has it happened to you? There they are. Has it happened to you? Well, if you watch my videos, I already explained, I'm going to use this party globe as a kind of metaphor for the eyeball, yeah? If you watch my videos and you've understood the ideas that were behind the videos, what I said is that since 1920, so already more than 100 years ago, we already know that the reason why there are problems with focus, all the refractive errors like myopia, presbyopia, hyperopia, and astigmatism, which are the most common problems with eyesight, like being farsighted and nearsighted and all of that, and having reading glasses, all of those problems are due to too much tension in the muscles, the oblique muscles that make the eye long, and then this would be a myopic eye, or too much tension in the straight muscles that would make the eyeball flat, so that would create hyperopia, or irregular tensions in the muscles that would create astigmatism, or tension in the ciliary muscle around the lens, around the crystalline. So if the main problem behind most of the more common refractive errors, the most common eye symptoms, is too much tension in the eye muscles, well, what's the solution then? The solution is relaxation for the eye muscles, yeah? Now, let's say that at some point in your life, something happened, and we'll have time to talk about this in detail. Something happened that you were stressed. Maybe you can think about the time when your eye symptoms started for the first time, the first ones. And I don't know for you specifically, but in the research I've done, and not only I, but many other researchers, in more than 80% of the time, the eye problems or vision problems start at a time of our life where we are living with stress and tension, yeah? And because like we are mostly visual creatures, visual animals, the first organ that stresses in the body when in a context of stress, the first organ that tenses are the eyes. So let's say that here I am in my daily life and all of a sudden something comes up and I tense because there's a stressful situation, yeah? And because I don't see very well, because I'm all stressed with the muscle stress in my eyes, then I freak out, at least I did, I don't know you, but I freak out. I go to the ophthalmologist very quickly. And so with my eye all stressed, the ophthalmologist put me in front of a machine to test my vision. Yeah? So, and then the ophthalmologist tells me that I have myopia and astigmatism and I should wear glasses. So I immediately go to buy some glasses with the prescription that the ophthalmologist gave me. And I'm still stressed when they're measuring my eyes again at the glasses shop. And then they tell me, well, because we have to make some special glasses for you, you have to come back in 2 weeks, yeah? Okay, so they give you a little paper with some numbers in it, the reference paper to get the glasses back 2 weeks after. And so you come 2 weeks after and they give you the glasses, you put on the glasses and you're like, whoa, I do not see a thing with these glasses. Are you sure these are mine? And then at the shop, they don't measure your eyes again. They look at the little paper with the numbers and the reference in the glass, and they say, yes, they're for you. Now your eyes have to get used to your glasses. How many of you have heard this when they got the glasses? This is a pretty common comment. So now let's think of another situation. Let's imagine that you have very special feet and that you decide to go get yourself some shoes that are made really to the precise measure of your feet. And you go to the shoemaker, they measure your feet, they take all the measures, and they say, well, now because I have to make these very special pairs of shoes for you, you have to come back in 2 weeks to get the shoes. So you come back 2 weeks later, you put on the shoes, and when you want to walk on them, you're like, oh, but they're hurt everywhere. And would you accept that the guy who made the shoes would say, now your feet have to adapt to the shoes? No, they were made by measure to your feet. Yes or no? How come we accept that glasses that are supposed to be made by measure for our eyes, when we get them on our face, they hurt, they don't let us see well, and we still accept to wear them, and we accept that our eyes should get used to them? Well, I have another way of explaining the story of what happened. So something happened in your life and you were stressed, and so you went to have your eyes measured with all the stress and the tension in your eyes, so you weren't able to focus immediately. And so they measure you, and 2 weeks after, life goes on. And maybe you had some time to relax a little bit. And maybe you're not completely relaxed, because if you were, you would see perfectly. Or maybe you're even more stressed. I don't know, but the tension in the eyeball has changed between the moment when the eyeball was measured and the moment where the glasses are put on the eyeball. Yeah? But now, in order to see through these glasses, the eye has to keep being as tense as it was the first day when it was measured to be able to see clearly through these glasses. So you have to spend your whole life being extremely tense in your eyes so that you can see well through the glasses. And the worst thing is that you have to keep the emotional tension behind the muscle tension so that you can see clear through the glasses. So this is the main reason why I tell you, please, to remove the glasses as often as possible, because if the eye could adapt to see through the glasses, the eye can adapt to see without the glasses. Yes or no? It's the same thing, it's just the reverse. And what is more interesting, to adapt to look at life through glasses all your life, or to adapt to look at the world without them? Well, this is my invitation. I guess if you're here, you were interested by that invitation. So the first step is to remove the glasses as much as possible. And I insist on the as much as possible being reasonable as well. Why? Because, well, first, we don't want you to be in danger or to put other people in danger. So if there's situations in which it would be more reasonable to wear the glasses, please do so. Like if for now it's wiser to wear glasses for driving, please do so. You will reach a point when it's not necessary anymore and you can renew your driver's license without glasses, and many students have done it. But we are at the beginning of the process, and we want you to be very careful with yourself, very loving with yourself, and very loving with people around. So if you need glasses to drive, for the moment, put them on. But after you finish driving, you can put them away, yeah? Or if you're going to be using dangerous tools, well, we want you with all your fingers by the end of the course as well. So please put the glasses on if you're using some dangerous tools. Or if you need to do something very precise, like read very fine, small print for a moment, well, put them on at that moment. But when you're done doing that, you can remove them again, yeah? The more time you spend without glasses, the more opportunities you leave for your eyes to relax and to make the necessary adjustments to see better and better. And of course, we're also going to do exercises, and I'm going to teach you many techniques, but even just creating the context of spending as much time as possible without glasses, reasonably possible, that by itself is going to do a lot of the work. Now, Art is asking, between wearing glasses and contacts, are contacts better for giving eyes freedom of movement? No, actually, contacts are worse because the eyes cannot escape and you cannot remove them so easily. And also when you wear contacts, you need more humidity in your eyes. If your eyes are not humid, they're going to suffer even more. So I would say if you want to improve your vision naturally, the best would be to, if you need something, to wear glasses. It would be better to wear older glasses with lower prescriptions. Of course, the best would be to spend as much time as possible without any kind of glasses, if you are functional, to leave the eyes the possibility to improve their vision. Yeah. If you use older glasses with a lesser prescription, then you give space for your eyes to still improve, even if you're wearing glasses. But the best is to spend as much time as it's reasonable without the glasses. Now, here some heads up. Do please wear glasses if needed, not to put yourself or any other person in danger. Like, for example, if you need them for driving, please do wear them. I don't want anybody injured, either you or other people. Or if you're going to use dangerous tools, you wear glasses. And if you're going to do something that requires a lot of acuity and clarity to be functional, wear them. But the rest of the day, you can take them away. You don't need glasses to eat or to brush your teeth or to walk in your house. There's many, many things that you can do without glasses. And the more time you spend without glasses, the more time your eyes can improve. And the advantage with the pinhole glasses is that not only they allow you to see focused in the moment, but they train good habits for your eyes. Yes? They're going to train your brain to pay attention at your foveal vision, at that pixel of best acuity. And they're also going to train you for the saccadic movements, to look through different holes so that you can see different details. So the advantage of pinhole glasses over these glasses, prescription glasses with a glass, they keep your eyes looking fixed through the center of the glass. They move little, you blink less, they remove part of the visual field because outside of the frame it's not, you cannot focus. Yeah? So prescription glasses tend to keep bad habits of using of your eyes, while pinhole glasses are going to train you for better habits. Yes? So best possibility, wear no glasses. Second best possibility, pinhole glasses. One other finding of William Bates was that people who see well look in a different people, use their eyes in a different way, than people who don't see well. And one thing that people who see well do all the time is we are moving our gaze. We are looking at different details. That is, we are moving the focus of this very precise pixel of foveal vision. So if we keep moving our gaze, if we keep looking at different details, we can see them with the highest quality of our highest pixel of perception. And then our memory, our mind can recreate an image of all the pixels of high quality that we have looked at. And that's why we have a good general vision. But it's impossible to have a good picture of everything at the same time because the eye doesn't work like that. The eye has the best pixel of perception just in the fovea, in the foveal vision. So if you are not seeing as usually as well as you see through this very small hole, it is because your mind was not aware of your foveal vision, number one, and number two, you were not moving your gaze, moving the details that you look at fast enough and often enough. And if you tend to use glasses, the problem with glasses is that they tend to fix your gaze because the crystals are curved. And so the only place where focus is optimized is the center. So if you want to look at something else, you have to move your whole head. Your eyes are not encouraged to look within the crystal. So another reason to use your glasses as little as possible is to encourage the movement of your eyes so that you can take advantage better and better of your foveal vision, and that you can train your brain to pay attention at that pixel of highest quality of vision, And this way you're going to see better and better. And now I'm trying to fix this because I'm going to show you a tool that you can use to also take advantage of this principle of the foveal vision and the stenopeic effect. And these are pinhole glasses. Yeah, well, I only have one plastic with the holes. With the pinhole glasses, what you see, it's a piece of plastic on a standard frame for glasses that just has little holes. And what's the difference between the pinhole glass and this? None. The only difference is that it's a bit difficult to go through life like this. Yeah, you don't have your hands to use for other things and you look weird. So if you wear pinhole glasses, they look similar to sunglasses, so you can use them also very freely outside and look normal. Where if you go in the street like this, you don't look normal. So the pinhole glasses, and sorry, I cannot find the other one, but you can see the effect, because they have little holes all over. They also encourage the saccadic movements that you look through different little holes. They encourage movement of your eyes, and they also create this awareness of your foveal vision for your brain. So one thing that you can do if you want to improve your vision naturally, and while you're taking the time to train your eyes to see better and better, is get yourself some pinhole glasses on the internet. And they're actually extremely cheap. There's pinhole glasses that cost between $1 to $5, which is like almost nothing compared to contact lenses or normal standard glasses. The cheapest ones are $1 to $5. You also can find more expensive ones, like the cheaper ones are usually made in China, and the more expensive ones are usually made in Germany. And what they change is the size and the kind of the hole in the glass. But for most people, the cheapest ones are really very, very useful. And I would advise you to buy a pair of these that you can use for reading, that you can use for watching TV, for watching your computer. You can watch it at the theater, at the movie theater. What you should not use these glasses for is for driving, because they take too much information of your visual field. And you shouldn't use them if you are using dangerous tools. And you shouldn't use them when there's little light, because if there's little light, well, you're not going to see much. They don't activate enough. They don't stimulate enough your retina. Sunglasses started to become fashionable after Second World War, because the pilots were the heroes of Second World War and they needed to wear sunglasses. And well, the industries also had to produce something after the war. They were not producing weapons anymore, so they had to sell other things. At that time, people started to find it fashionable and sexy to wear sunglasses, but they're actually very bad for your eyes because they filter lots of the light spectrum that your eyes and your whole body need to make the adjustments that are necessary to stay healthy and to have a healthy relationship with the environment, with temperature, with the time of the day it is. And any kind of glass distorts reality. You don't see colors the same way, you don't measure distances, you don't see 3D, you don't see with your peripheral view. So actually sunglasses are not good for your eyes and your vision, your eyesight. They keep you from synthesizing vitamin D, and vitamin D is extremely important for many processes in your body. And actually, it has been discovered recently that most of the vitamin D that we synthesize through the light that comes to the eye and not to the skin. Because actually, well, this is logical because the eyes are the part of the body where the light can enter the furthest inside, since lots of the structures in the eye are transparent. And also, if you wear sunglasses, your iris and your pupil become lazy, and then your pupil becomes open. The iris makes the pupil wide, which is what you need when there's little light. But then, if your pupil becomes wide open and it stays that way most of the time, then you are unable to focus, because the moment when you focus the best is when there is lots of light, the pupil is very small, and that's stimulating the foveal vision, the central vision. Don't sunglasses protect the eyes from the UV, ultraviolet rays? Yes, they do, but most of the time this is not necessary. And the inconveniences of having your eyes under sunglasses are more than the advantages of protecting them from ultraviolet rays. One thing that we have not been told is that the hole in the ozone layer of the atmosphere is repairing. When we were afraid that the ozone layer of the atmosphere was full of holes and going away, well, then there were more ultraviolet rays. But that part of the atmosphere is repairing, and we don't have that much of a problem anymore. And if you have your eyes under behind sunglasses, you're keeping them from the spectrum of light that they need to function well. Again, the only moments when you do need sunglasses is if you're skiing in the snow, if you're in the desert with all the sand reflecting so much sunlight, if you're in the middle of the sea with the water reflecting so much sunlight, or if you're a pilot, you do need them, or if you're driving your car against the sun for a long time. The rest of the time, you don't need sunglasses. Rather wear a hat or walk in the shadow or blink, or you can use pinhole glasses if there's too much reflection. But that would be my advice. And you can also use them instead of sunglasses. And it's actually much, much better to use pinhole glasses instead of sunglasses, because they still let the whole spectrum of the sunlight go to your eye and inform your eye what time of the day it is, etc., etc. Your body can do the adjustments when you wear pinhole glasses. And when you are wearing sunglasses, your body is completely confused. It doesn't know what time of the day it is, if it's hot or not. And actually, that's something maybe you didn't know. The original people of Australia, they have very, very, very dark skin. They had never ever had skin cancer, and they were never burned by the sunlight. And when they started wearing sunglasses because of fashion, they started getting skin burning, and they started getting skin cancer, which is like completely incredible given how dark, how much melanin there is in their skin. So actually, sunglasses make your body extremely confused about what adjustments to make regarding the sun, and they're not healthy at all. Sunglasses deteriorate your vision very, very fast. So I really encourage you, instead of using sunglasses, to do sunning so that your eyes get used to light and they can be repaired and nourished. And if there's some occasions in which you would like to use sunglasses, well, try first to use the pinhole glasses and keep the sunglasses only if you're skiing. With the snow, there really is a lot of light, or if you're in the desert, or if you're in the sea and there's a lot of reflection of the sea, or if you're driving and the sun is setting, like before it touches the horizon and you have the sun in front of you for a long time, then it's useful to use the sunglasses. But the rest of the time, do not use them. It's better to wear a hat or to walk in the shadow or to use pinhole glasses instead as a kind of sunglasses. So you can use filters for those screens, especially nowadays we're spending more and more time in front of screens. When I was a kid, my parents used to tell me not to sit very near the television because there was the belief that it was harming our eyes to sit in front of the television or near. And nowadays we're all spending hours and hours and hours in front of a computer, much closer, and in front of mobile phones and tablets, etc. Well, you have two options for those. You can set some physical filters to keep the blue light, the excess of blue light from the screens. And there's probably many more brands, but there is one that I really like. It's a Spanish brand, although the name wants to sound kind of English. And I believe they send their products all over. The brand is called Reticare. And in principle, they have all the shapes for all kinds of screens, whether computers or tablets or smartphones. And maybe you can find other brands. I would rather suggest you to use a filter for the screen rather than using glasses with the blue filter. Yeah, because again, every time we put a glass in front of our eyes, well, yeah, it's filtering the blue from the screen, but we're also getting bad habits. We're moving our eyes less, we're losing a perception of the periphery, and the light is not getting, the sunlight is not getting in full scope to our eyes, so we have other inconveniences. So put the filter rather on the screen. Halogenous lights are good, fluorescent are not. Maybe I made a mistake in one of the sentences, sorry. Okay, and besides the physical screen, you can also put a virtual screen for your devices. The one that I like the most is f.lux, f.lux. So this is a program that you can install in your computer, in your tablet, in your smartphone. It works both for iPhone and Android, I believe. It's a little bit complex to install. It's for free, but once you've installed it, well, the job is done. And what this does is that it emulates the color in your screen, the color of the sunlight according to the moment of the day. Yeah, so in the morning, your computer will be more yellowish, and in the midday, it will be more bluish and like more light, all the colors. And towards the evening, it becomes more orange and red. So then your circadian circle, your circadian rhythm is not completely altered by the computer. If you need to be functional at the computer and older glasses with lower prescription do not work, well, you could try with the pinhole glasses. If the pinhole glasses work, that's your best solution. If with the pinhole glasses you are not able to be functional at the computer and you really need to do so, well, you can wear your glasses during that time, but then when you're done working with the computer, the rest of the day, wear the glasses as little as possible so that you can have the space and the time to train your eyes to work in a different way. And if you're feeling eye strain, well, then the idea is to do more palming and sunning, because these are practices that relax your eyes. If you have a lot of eye strain, also, if I were you, I would go to look for an osteopath, a craniosacral osteopath, or someone that works with myofascial kind of techniques to release, because there may be some muscle blocks, muscle tensions. And if you improve your posture, that's going to help also your eyes to be more free and to relax better. If you have tension in your neck, in your shoulders, in your back, if you have imbalances between your legs, your waist, your knees, sometimes even your teeth, if there's imbalances there, they may be affecting also the tension in your eye muscles. So that's something that I would check, not only for you, maybe other people can find it makes sense. A lot of people believe, it's a common belief, that your eyesight only gets worse with age, and that with age, everybody will see bad at some point in time. And while this is statistically accurate, it is not biologically determined. So there is an important distinction here. A lot of people, it is true, a lot of people see worse and worse with time going by, time going on. So it's statistically correct that with time, a lot of people see worse and worse, but it's not a biological determination. And I can give proof of that in a number of ways. So the Hansa people in the Himalayas, and also the Vilacampa in Peru, they're ethnic groups that have very, 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 very long lives. And they've been researched for many reasons because, well, they have some interesting things in their health and their lifestyle. One thing about these populations that's very interesting is that they don't need reading glasses when they're older, and they live for a very long time. Another thing, in China, there hasn't been a need for glasses for presbyopia until very recently. So, and then in a generation, there's been a greater need for glasses. And the same has happened in Asia as a whole. In one generation, so in 20 years of difference, myopia or being nearsighted went from 50% of the population to over 80%. That's not genetic. Genetic changes by 2% up or down from a generation to the next. So we're talking about things that concern our habits and our lifestyle. You probably all know someone that even at an older age is capable of putting the thread through the needle. So that means that it's not compulsory for all of us to have worse and worse eyesight as we grow older, as time goes by. It depends on what we do. It depends on how we use our eyes and how we treat ourselves. If a person has a very sedentary life, always sitting, not moving, not doing any exercise, eating bad, drinking alcohol, smoking, taking drugs, having stressful relationships, and all of those things, do you think that when he's 40, 50, 60, 70, this person is going to have good health? No. Is it a function of age? No, it's a function of the habits. Because another person with the same age, practicing sports, having good nutrition, having harmonious relationships, having a job that they love, and living in a place that they enjoy, and well, these people can have a much better health. So the same is true for the eyes. It's not just how time goes by, but what you do with your eyes, how you treat them, how you take care of them, how you use them daily in the way you look, in the way you use to see. Even if you've been wearing glasses for 30 years, I have people who've been wearing glasses for 40 years or 50 years and who had stronger prescriptions than you, and they actually could improve quite fast, like within weeks, in a couple of months. So it's more linked to your capacity of transformation than the time you have been using them.
I am Jaime Fleque. I actually signed up for Ainhoa's course because I found it very interesting. There's this idea that vision loss is a byproduct of aging, but the course completely changed my point of view. I have worn glasses for many years, my whole life, but now I can read, I can have completely different experiences without having to wear glasses. That's what I can truly appreciate from this course, more than anything else in my life. It gave me back my ability to see.
Thank you very much for this webinar and course. I really learned a lot. I started my vision improvement about a year ago, and I bought like 10 books and I was practicing. It was
Wow.
when I started this course, I learned a lot of many new things, and I started practicing them, and I noticed my improvement more profound, faster. And about my vision improvement, I have many. In the very beginning, so I was wearing glasses for 25 years, and another 10 years, I didn't wear glasses, but I didn't see well. In the past, I have myopia -6, -7. And when I started to take off my glasses, it was hard. First 10 minutes, I'm lost inside my house. I don't see anything. I even afraid to walk around. It was a strong insecurity. But now I live without glasses. I can cook, I can exercise, I can walk outside safe. So I can be inside safe. So people start talking me. We used to you without glasses, and I like it. It's good.